What is WOMM? Word of mouth marketing. All right. So some of you knew that right away. All right. Some of you had zero clue what I just said. WOMM. Word of mouth marketing. Does it work? To a degree, absolutely. To certain degrees, maybe not. So this video, guys, I'm going to dive deep into why you should consider it, why you shouldn't consider it, and consider other things. All right. My name is Joe Mendoza. I've been in real estate for almost 30 plus years as a real estate broker here in California. Been in marketing, of course, because I had to market myself as a realtor for many, many, many years. I own a marketing agency and publishing company and what have you, and I coach and train others about their marketing. So why is it important to listen? Because I've got tons of experience, all right? So check this out, guys. Word of mouth marketing works. It does. Okay. How does it work? Well, your friends, your family, your database, right? That is word of mouth marketing. You join real estate. They teach you right away. Hit up your friends and family. Okay. I was trained differently. Okay. Because I'll give you a little history. High school, I knew I wanted to be rich. I really did. I was this broke kid growing up in a, mediocre or maybe even subpar family. We were immigrants. My mom and dad were immigrants and, from the Navy. Even today, if you're enlisted, like I think E1, you're barely making it. So that's the surrounding the environment I grew up in. And as a high school kid starting to figure things out, one of the things I got involved was this multi-level marketing. Okay. And they teach you hit your friends and family within your 3-foot circle radius. And I did pretty good actually. And whatever I do, I give it my all and things work. Right. So when I got into real estate, I didn't want to do that because I was like, dude, I did great, but I didn't get rich. Not on MLM, multi-level marketing. So I got into real estate with that like stigma that I didn't want to hit up my friends and family. And so fortunately, my mentor at the time, he was all about cold calling. Smile, dial, make a pile. And I did very, very well. I mean, watch my other videos, check me out. I made millions. I made millions in real estate. So anyway, going back to word of mouth marketing, I don't know what business you're in. I mean, I'm talking to a camera. You're watching, so I don't know what business you are, whether it's insurance, whether it's financial planning, you're an accountant, you're an attorney, you're a realtor, you're an investor. Word of mouth marketing works to a certain degree. Once upon a time, I was very involved with BNI, Business Networking International. Now, I tried it out because I wanted to use that platform to kind of like help project my commercial real estate side. Did it work? Yes and no. Okay, it worked with one of my other businesses, but not why I was there for commercial real estate. I was there almost 3 years and I decided to pull out because my colleague, who is actually kind of 50-50 on the fence right now, he was saying something that I learned kind of the hard way and the long way. You got to check it out. I'm not knocking or bashing BNI at all. I'd probably rejoin for one of my other businesses. Okay. So I'm not knocking. Okay. So some of you haters are like, So anyway, word of mouth marketing actually is one of the big formulas that they use. Giver's gain, right? You want to just pay it forward. Hopefully they reciprocate, right? Part of BNI, that is their model where, hey, any referrals? How many referrals? That was a KPI, a key performance indicator where they were tracking and measuring, okay, how many referrals? That's word of mouth marketing, okay? Now, like I said, it works to a certain degree. Now, what if, I'm going to throw some variables out here. What if that TAM, total addressable market, is tapped out? Well, now you have a problem. So how did I realize that in BNI? One of the top professions in BNI is insurance. However, in the state of California, there's certain things you can control and there's certain things you cannot control. Okay, well, what's California happening and what happened to California? Well, it was on fire for many, many different instances, whether it was natural or arson. And so what happened? Premium shot up. And so one of my colleagues in BNI, he was struggling. I'm not sure if he's still struggling now, but he couldn't write any policies. His saving grace, though, was probably his P&C, property and casualty. Okay. So he's a great guy. He's got a great business. I'm not knocking him at all. But the reality, if someone was brand new getting into that kind of circle and just relying on word of mouth marketing, or put BNI aside, and they were just going after their friends and family, what's going to happen? Okay, so word of mouth marketing does work to a certain degree, but here's what I want you to hear out. When I got into real estate, one of my coaches was always saying this: hey guys, there's people you know and the people you don't know. The people you know and the people you don't know. Meaning this list is small, the people you know, the people you don't know is way big. Way, way big. So the opportunity is bigger to go after the people you don't know. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. When you start hitting up, like in the real estate world, I love real estate. I'll be in it probably till the day I die in some way, shape, or fashion, whether an investor, broker, I don't know, whatever, sharing, lending money, whatever. So anyway, the people you don't know in this community that I was once in was like, you got to focus here. Okay, just really focus on the people you don't know. And I was in that community and I did very, very well. I called expireds. I called cancels. I called for sale by owners, people I don't know, right? I door knock people I don't know. Okay, I could still do it today without a doubt, without a problem, without any hesitation. Okay, my TAM is larger here on YouTube or whatever platform you're watching me on right now. My TAM, my total addressable market, the people I don't know who's watching this. So I want you to really start to think, do I go after the people I know or do I go after the people I don't know? This list is definitely bigger. However, I would just say, do both. Do both, okay? And you have to still work both equations. Now, the people you know, get in front of them. Coffee, lunch, dinner, whatever you need to do to kill them with kindness, right? Because they'll forget about you. How many times do you remember your doctor, your dentist, your insurance agent's name, real estate agent? You'll remember if they're in front of you a lot. You'll remember them if they're constantly in your mailbox, in your email, in your social media feed, okay? Because I guarantee you, if you're not marketing to them via mail, email, social media feed, guess who is? Your competitor. I want you to think about this, guys, because I have a wealth of experience and hopefully you could really see it. Maybe this is your first video, maybe your last video, but check out, like, subscribe, and you'll learn more and more free. Okay. And this is from a wealth of knowledge and investment in myself. Okay. I paid lots of coaches and masterminds and you name it, because I wanted to get better and better and better and better. And I'm still constantly obsessed with learning, and I still will keep getting better and better and better. Okay. And so should you. Okay. So I want you to heed my advice. WOMM could only go so far. It could only go so far. In BNI, unfortunately, I saw my colleague kind of like, man, he was having a tough time. And so was I. So that's why I kind of pulled out, because it was one of these things that, okay, my TAM was mainly startups. That's why they were in BNI, or other professions that they knew they could do very, very well. Like we had a painter in our group. Holy moly. He just kept home run, home run, home run, and just crushed it. And still, I'm sure, crushing it today. So, and also it depends which BNI group you're in. They're all different, right? Because you want to check out who's in the room. Right? Is this going to be a power team for you that will help you, will complement your skill set, their personality, what have you? So like I said, I'm not knocking BNI at all. I'll probably rejoin sometime in the future if I see there's a potential for that. I mean, I have an attorney friend that was there. He crushed it. Okay. And he started leveraging it to where his team, were in multiple different chapters serving a different, personal injury. Okay, because some BNI chapters did not have a personal injury, but he had a massive team. And that's actually a great way, guys, if you want to kind of strategize your way to success in BNI. Anyway, talk offline, or this might be a whole nother video. So anyway, I really wanted to address WOMM, word of mouth marketing, okay? Because it can work. It can work. However, there's other variables you want to consider where word of mouth marketing is not 24/7. 24/7 is paid ads, digital marketing. These videos you're probably watching, I don't know if you're here in USA. Surprisingly, there's several other countries in the world that are more popular than others that are watching me. So, muchas gracias, salamat, whatever country you're from, that basically said thank you, salamat in Tagalog, muchas gracias in Espanol and Spanish, and yes, kind of multilingual, not super fluent. But anyway, keep watching, subscribing, guys. You know, I'm just pouring it out. Okay. I'm just really about contribution and 10xing. You know, I lost my first YouTube channel, and it was a blessing in disguise, because this shift created this gift where I think this channel is way better. And if you agree, subscribe, like, follow. If you disagree, put some comments. Hey, I'm a big boy. I could take some punches here and there, and you know, I'm looking to get better. You know, and I know there's probably some haters that are there that unsubscribe, unfollow, whatever. You know, hey, it's all good, man. Check out another neighborhood. I'm a rapper too. No, kidding. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'm here to serve. There's only so much time in my day to meet one-on-one. However, I do have an amazing team overseas. I thank them very much. You make me look really good, and you help me out. I'm here to serve in any way, shape, or fashion that I can do it, whether it's growing your real estate portfolio, growing your business, or creating that exit plan. Okay, that's really at the end of the day what it's all about, because I know with my skill sets, my experience, I can help. Okay, I'm here to serve. I'm here to help, whatever I can do. Take care. God bless. See you later, alligator. Keep watching, and probably talk about BNI on the next video, or check them out. See ya.